Okay, we're recording. Welcome everybody to our November 18th So What Zoomcast. My name is Linda Hahn and I'm coming to you from Palm Bay, Florida, which is about 20 miles south of Cape Canaveral on the East Coast. My co-host, Deb Stanley, is coming to you from Matawan, New Jersey, where they're almost in lockdown again. And our guest today is Heather Kojan, and she's coming to you from Maryland.
Yes, Baltimore.
Baltimore. I knew that.
I know you do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So our broadcast is brought to you in part by Banyan Boutiques, by Fox Chapel Publishing, by quiltwoman.com, and Cheryl Lynch Quilts. So we want to welcome everybody. Please have a good time. If you have any questions for us or our guests, please put them in the chat and we'll get them to Heather if she doesn't see them. Mm-hmm. We do our door prizes later on in the broadcast. We have some really cool door prizes today. You have to stay through the whole thing. And we're going to ask to see what's in your glass because we're nosy. So to start it out right, in my glass today, don't forget when you're in Florida, happy hour starts early. I have cupcake Sauvignon Blanc, and that's usually left for me on my doorstep by some of my local Zumba girls. So if it's something that you like in your glass, you will get a ding dong. But if you're like Debbie, if you're like Debbie, what are you drinking?
Same old Coke Zero.
Okay, get a buzzer. You still get your door prize. It's just I'm going to shame you a little bit. So if you get a door prize, put your email into the chat. And usually on Fridays is when we start doing all the door prizes. We do record this, so you'll be able to see it on our dedicated YouTube channel, So What Zoomcast, and you can watch it at your leisure, refer your friends, what have you. So, did I cover everything?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my friend Heather Kojan. Let me get rid of our spotlight. Hi, Heather.
Well, hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I haven't seen you in, I feel like years almost.
Virginia Beach.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago, right?
Already, yeah.
Boy. Time is flying during a pandemic and all other stuff.
Yeah. I know because I saw your room before. I know you got something in your glass.
I do. Am I supposed to share or keep it a secret?
No, I want to see.
Oh yeah. So I have some Deep Eddy lemon vodka with iced tea.
That looks like a very big glass.
Well, it's got a lot of ice in it. I mean,
okay.
You know. Yeah, thank you. Woo. Pass the
down for you.
Woo.
No shaming there.
I have no filter.
Delicious. All right.
But anyway, why don't you tell us? You're from Baltimore. What do you do?
Oh my gosh. What do I do?
You look pretty versatile.
I like quilt wise, I don't know. I guess most recently I teach on Zoom. I do lectures and classes on Zoom. Before that, I did them live and in person. I occasionally will write patterns for magazines, in some books. I've been in Baltimore for a little over 10 years, and I started the Baltimore Modern Quilt Guild about 10 years ago. So I did that. I have a dog, I have a husband, 2 kids, trying to figure out how Thanksgiving works this year. So just kind of like what all y'all are doing. Same thing, right?
Yeah. So what's kind of like your most recent thing that you're doing?
My most recent thing. Well, let's see. Oh, I can show you something. Can I share my screen?
You can.
I'll show this. Hold on.
I
Where's
think I
my?
have it.
Which one? I always get hung up on here. Where? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, that's not.
Is this something you're going to be teaching soon, like in January?
No, this is not something I'm going to be.
Okay, you're going to show us that later.
Oh, yes, I'm going to show you that later. I'm going to do a little demo for you too, which should be fun. But what is that? That's not what I wanted to share. What the heck is that? Stop that. Sorry about that. Where is it? Here it is. All right, I don't know why that's not working. Why is that not working? Well, I'll just show it to you live. So this quilt back in the corner there, that is my latest quilt that I have had published. And I was going to actually try to show you the magazine, but I can't find that either because I was going to show it to you on the screen. Anyway, it just came out in Curated Quilts magazine. So I'm super excited about that. And it was something very unexpected. Let me try to share it one more time. I don't know why my screen sharing is not working.
Give it a cookie.
Give it a cookie. That'd be a good idea. Let's see. Let me try this.
What's the name of that magazine?
It's called Curated Quilts magazine. Curated Quilts. Yes. All right.
Curated. She has an accent.
What I do?
Yeah.
What kind of accent do I have?
Not like mine.
That's weird. I've never heard that I have an accent before. Very bizarre. All right, I can't figure that out. So we'll just escape there. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to here. Let me try one more.
People actually ask if I'm from the Midwest.
They do?
They do.
That I don't get.
Yeah.
That's bizarre. All right, I think this is going to work in a second. Hopefully. Just keep drinking, gals. I'm almost there.
And when I start my lecture, they'll say, where you're from. You have an accent. Like,
okay, there it is. Woo! Finally.
There we go.
Anyway, so that's in the October 2020 magazine of Curated Quilts. It's a lovely magazine. It's more like a really high end, like really beautiful paper. Big format. It's gorgeous.
You buy it?
You can buy it. Yeah, you can buy it. Bookstores, local quilt stores. You can also get it at curatedquilts.com.
I'm gonna have my headphones on, so you may not hear me or I may not hear you if you call me.
So you can get it at newsstands, like I said, or you can buy digital or you can buy hard copy. So the quilt, I started making that soon after lockdown started. And I was just sewing together scraps, right? So lately, all I've been doing is scrap quilts. I seem to have a lot of scrap quilts. So I sort my scraps either by color or by all my solids are together. And I just started sewing this shape. And I've used this shape before, so it was familiar to me. And I decided I was going to make a quilt for my niece for her graduation. She graduated from high school and, they kind of lost everything, right? They lost their graduation, they lost prom, all the good stuff. So I was going to make her this quilt. In the meantime, my friend Betsy said, hey, Curated Quilts is looking for patterns for their next issue. I'm like, yeah, well, I really don't have anything. She goes, oh, come on, you must have something. I'm like, no, I really don't. And she said, well, what about that one quilt? And I'm like, okay, I could do that. So I sent it to Curated Quilts and they took it and then they put it on the cover of their magazine, which I've never had a magazine cover before. So bucket list.
Wow, smell you.
I know. So anyway, if you want the pattern for that, it's actually in the magazine. It's in Curated Quilts magazine. And it's still hanging here. And I really need to send it to my niece because she's been waiting. She's been waiting since May, at least, for it. So I'm going to do it. Definitely do it. So yeah, anyway, so the youth issue for this particular issue, Kim, what they actually have quilts made by kids, really. So they were looking for patterns that were really simple to make. And a lot the whole gallery that they have, like mini quilts, are made by children, and some, you know, with assistance from parents and grandparents. A lot of it they did on their own, but the whole issue features kids in the magazine. So it's super, super cool, super fun.
All right, am I jumping the gun? I want to know about that pineapple.
So, oh no, the pineapple quilt is,
I love that.
It's just something that, again, kind of a collaboration with my friend Betsy. She's very good in electric quilt. I am not very good in electric quilt. Betsy, she's on here, I think, somewhere. Say hi, Betsy. I think she's at the dentist. Anyway, I started making these pineapple blocks with the Creative Grids pineapple trim tool. If you don't have it, it's a fabulous tool. And I just started making these blocks, like lots and lots of these blocks. And then pretty soon I had like 20 of these blocks. So I had this idea. I said, I want to make a quilt out of pineapple blocks that looks like a pineapple. And I emailed this to her. And being the good friend that she is, an hour later, she had a whole mock-up done in EQ8 for me. So that's how that came about. I'm not really teaching it anywhere in the near future. But that being said, if you belong to a quilting group or you know, a guild, or you just have some friends who want to make it, you know, I can always throw it together class. So we have the technology to do that now. So that's the pineapple quilt. Yeah, I call it pineapple squared because it's a pineapple quilt made out of pineapple blocks. But if you don't have that tool, it's a great tool. It's great for scrap quilts, which I love. And it's awesome. Yeah.
And you got a string quilt back there. I like that.
I have. So the one behind me, that one I call Diamonds on a String. And then this blue one here, these I teach quite often. These I'm going to be teaching at Road to California. I don't know if you want to talk about that yet, but we can.
Okay.
And so in Road to California, I'm teaching 5 classes. And I think you talked about Road before, Linda. Linda has a little association with Road to California. A little bit. And so the one behind me is called Diamonds on a String. It's a great scrap buster. I think for this particular one, I have almost like 10 yards of scraps in it. A little bit of foundation piecing, not any big deal. And then this one right here, I call Modern String Quilt. It's, I can kind of pick it up and show it to you. It's, like I said, I tend to color block my quilts, my scraps. So this is a big one though. This is a good 72 by 72, but you can do it in, you know, any kind of color scheme you want. I have another little one that I've done more in a rainbow color scheme. That particular one, I have a little Etsy store. I'll share some information about that later, but January of 2018. So every January I try to start a little project. And I call it the January project. Very original. I think a lot of people do it. So my idea for January of 2018 was I was going to make one block every day during the month of January. And at first I'm just going to use scraps, right? So I figured, you know what, I'll probably get through, you know, 3 or 4 blocks of blue scraps. And then I'll probably run out of blue scraps and then move on to the red scraps and the green scraps. Well, 36 blocks later, and I was still working with the blue scraps because, I mean, like it's only a small bucket, but it just keeps giving and giving and giving. So anyway, that is also a great scrap buster as well. Let's see, what else am I teaching? So the one here with the big hexagons, I call that my Roy quilt. Kind of a nod to Roy G. Biv, and there's no Y seams in that. It's all straight sewing, just wedges and rainbows and things that I like. I'm gonna do a little mini quilt. another wedge quilt, rainbow Dresden mini quilt. So that's another class. And then my other one, let me see if I can find that one for you. Let's try that camera. Ta-da! So that's my improv log cabin class. So we just do lots and lots of ways to do improvisation with your log cabins. So those are all the ones that I'm doing at Road to California. So hopefully you can come. Anybody can come. You don't have to be in California. You can be anywhere.
You got to mute mom here. A couple coming in.
Hold on, everybody muted.
Hello, puppies.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of scrap quilts, and I have a little demo for you guys today if you want like a little block demo, and it kind of leads into my giveaway as well. So you want to do that maybe?
We would love that, but I want to know how do you organize your scraps?
In buckets. not very artfully. So
Like by color, by
yeah,
size?
by color. Yeah, no, by color. So this is all the greens right here. I'm working on a version of, oops, where is it? I'm working on a version of this one with green as the pieced parts and then navy as the background. So I'm teaching that one, you know, fairly often. I'm teaching it at Rhodes. So I'm not quite ready to finish it yet, but yeah, this is how I organize them. So I just have, you know, the major color groups. Again, I sort my solids separately, and then anything else, like Christmas fabric, I'll keep that together. There's not a whole lot of it. I have a bucket kind of things that don't go anyplace else. And actually for that quilt behind me, that diamond quilt, that's a great use for those because it's great for ones that just really don't fall into any color family. They, you know, like for large scale prints that you cut down, it's good for that.
I forgot what I was going to ask.
Okay.
I'll just
It'll
have
come
some more
back to
wine. I'll remember in a little bit. I do your demo.
Oh yeah. So I love doing scrap quilts, and I usually have a few going on, you know, at the same time. Like the one behind me, I'm starting another version of that. I have another scrappy pineapple quilt going on. But this is a shape that is super easy. And Jill had asked, do I cut the scraps to size? Not often, unless I'm going to specifically work on something like this. It'll hopefully make sense in a second. So I'm going to pop over here to a different camera so you can see what I'm doing. And this is what we do in classes. I mean, I'm just, oh, there's, okay, I usually don't have a cocktail with me, so I'm going to move that over so I don't knock it over. Goodbye. You stay over there. So let me show you the block first, and it's super easy. I mean, it's, I call this a scrap tangle block because it's a rectangle and it's made of rectangles.
I love that.
And it's all scrappy, right? So this is what the block is going to look like. The starting point can be charm squares. It can be just cutting things from your scraps. It can be leftover jelly roll strips. The size that we want for each of the individual pieces is just 2.5 by 4.5. And if we cut everything 2.5 by 4.5, it all magically works together and fits. This is a great beginner block or quilt, I would say, or it's also good if you just like to do mindless sewing, which sometimes, you know, especially if you're having a cocktail, you want to do mindless sewing. You don't want to have to think about things too much. So as I'm going through, if I know I'm going to make another one of these, and honestly, what I do is I just fill up this little bucket. This is like leftover from, I think mushrooms came in here, but I washed out. So once this gets to be overflowing, I know that it's enough to make a decent sized quilt. So I only have these two little ones left. So I'm going to have to fill that bucket back up. But the starting point is 2.5 by 4.5 inch rectangles. If you have a lot of charm squares, you can definitely make this from charms, What I would suggest, though, if you're going to do charms, there's a cutting method that I like to follow, because we want to cut this into 2 pieces, right? But the first piece, the first cut I would do on this one is I would cut it at 2.5 inches. I'll flip that around so that if you're looking at the numbers, it makes sense. So I'm going to cut that at 2.5 inches, but I want these to be 2.5 by 4.5. So I'm going to, if I had a rotating cutting mat now, that would be awesome. I think I do somewhere, I just don't know where it is. And then I'm going to cut it to 4.5. So there and there. I don't cut the 1/2 inch off first, because when I do that, then sometimes I cut it the wrong way and I end up with like a 4-inch piece and a 2-inch piece, and it's not really what I want. So anyway, that's how I would cut a charm square. But the starting point is a bunch of these. So to start with, you just sew 2 together, just like that, boom and boom. Then the next thing you're gonna do, orient that way, is you're going to sew another rectangle on the top and another rectangle on the bottom, okay? And you'll notice there's nothing to match. There's no seams to match right now, which is why I like it. 1/4 inch seam allowance throughout, obviously. I'm gonna swap out one of those colors. And you can, you know what? Usually when I'm making this, I'm literally just pulling at random, but I will curate it a little bit sometimes if I don't particularly like what I just pulled out. So the next little bit is I just sew a bunch of these rectangles together in pairs on the short end. So you're going to need 4 of those, no, 6 of those for the last little bit. So and honestly, if I'm working at these at like making a quilt, I will do maybe like, I don't know, work on 10 to 20 of these at a time and just sew pairs, 20 of those. Then I'll add the next little bit and then the next little bit. And so the great thing about that is when you're done, you have 20 blocks made, and that's really fun. So the next little bit is adding these pieces on the side. So I'm going to just kind of approximate here with seam allowance. And also notice there's nothing needs to match. No seams need to match, which is fantastic. I think I'll add this one next. And this is also a great place to hide some ugly fabrics. And if this is your favorite fabric, I apologize. For me, I don't like it so much, but you can bury some ugly fabrics in here, which is also a bonus in my book.
That's from my fabric collection.
Oh my gosh. And I was just saying how I'm so sad that I'm out of that fabric. I really wish I had some more of that fabric. Really. I knew I was going to get in trouble somehow. I just knew it. I knew it.
No, it's not.
Okay. Honestly, okay. So this is, I'm just going to pop back to myself for a second, because this is kind of a funny story. So back in the day, so I'm going back like 20 years ago, I read an article in some quilt magazine that said, evaluate your stash and look for holes in your stash, like where you don't have a certain color. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And so I evaluated my stash, and in my stash, there were no purples in my stash, right? I was living in Virginia Beach at the time. A friend of mine drove up to Northern Virginia. We went to G Street Fabrics. So if you know G Street Fabrics, so back when, I think there was like a breaking point, like when before G Street was good, and then after when it was not so good. I don't know, because everybody says, it used to be really good. I think it was when it was still really good. So I go to G Street Fabrics and I find all these purples, like, great quilting cottons, and they're really inexpensive, and I load up on them. And guess what? I never used purple. That's why there was a hole in my stash. That's why I have all these purples left over from 20 years ago, because I don't use them. Anyway, that was my sad little stash building story. Okay, so the next little bit here, let me move these up a little bit so we have some more room. Then we're just going to add this way, right? So we're going to add a strip this way, and we're going to add a strip this way. And at this point, you can stop. This comes out to be a rectangle. 8.5 by 12.5. If you wanted to keep going with this, you could certainly do that. Then you can just start adding 3 at a time. So then you would sew strips of 3. See, there's another one of those purples, although I like that one a little bit better. So then you start adding 3 at a time, right? And you can keep going until it's, I wouldn't put all those reds together. Heavens to Betsy, no. Okay, these. So this would bring it back to square, right? And just keep going and going and going. I actually have, okay, any questions on that little demo before I switch away from it? Probably not. It's super easy. But what's great, if you'll notice, so nothing has to match. Now you do need to use, a pretty consistent seam allowance, but other than that, there's no seams to line up. It's fantastic. So very, very mindless, fun sewing. I'll show you a quilt that I just put together with it. Anyway, this is what a block looks like, a rectangle block. If you so desire, I'm ready to start another one. But the other day I put together this top using a bunch of these blocks, and I had enough, which the size of the block that I have here is 8.5 by 12.5. But if you added 3, a section of 3 this way, 3 this way, it would make it 12.5, Barbara. So anyway, so I just put a bunch of these together in a quilt top. And there's that. So I put, this is funny. I put sashing on the blocks only on 2 sides, right? So on this one, I just put sashing, 2-inch sashing. It's hard to do upside down. 2-inch sashing on this side, 2-inch sashing on this side. So you cut them 2.5 by 12.5. And that brings it back to a square, right? To a 12.5-inch square. So, and then I alternated them when I laid them out. So you can see this one, the sashing is going horizontally. The next one here. The sashing is going vertically. So I had this all laid out on the floor, and I showed my husband. I said, "Hey, what do you think of that?" And he said, "Oh, I like the dividers that you put into it." Like, the dividers? He said, yeah, like that white stuff that you put in between them, the dividers. Like, oh yeah, we call that sashing, but that's cute, thank you. So anyway, the dividers are alternating on this one. Anyway, I have more detailed directions written up in a pattern. Whoops. I call it scrap tangle. There's actually 3 different patterns you can make. If you look at this one right here, you can see my dog. There's Chase. Hello, Chase. So it has, more complete directions with it. So, there's a little block demonstration for you. There you go. Go make a quilt now, right? Who's going to cut up all their fabric into 2.5 by 4.5-inch squares?
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, me.
Yes.
So who does your quilting?
Most of my quilting I send out to a friend of mine, Claudia Chapman. She's pretty local to me. She's in my guild. Her business is called Roundabout Quilting. Yeah, so I don't did you hear that? I don't quilt most. I mean, I may quilt this size. I don't know. Most of my quilts are like about 72 inches or larger. If it's a baby size quilt, I'll quilt that. If it's a mug rug, I'll quilt that. But if it's much bigger, I tend to send it out. A lot of the stuff I do though, it's all just edge to edge. It's just class samples mostly, or it's quilts we're going to use or quilts I'm going to give away. So like if I'm going to give away a quilt, I just gave away a quilt, for a wedding gift. I'm not going to get like a super intricate design on something that I'm going to give away. I'm just like that. So yeah, just edge to edge usually, just to hold the layers together. I mean, I can technically quilt. I know how to, but it's not my favorite thing. I'd rather piece. I just rather piece all day long. So
Yeah.
Although
So-
once I get in the groove of it, I do tend to enjoy it. It's just, I got to make myself get in the groove. You know, I gotta make that leap.
Yeah. So I heard that Mid-Appalachian is canceled for 2021.
I know. Yeah, I mean,
So that's when I think I was going to see you next.
yeah, it's a shame. It's a great little conference, you know, usually draws about 300 quilters every year. So hopefully in 2022, but that's where I first met Linda and Cheryl Lynch and Joyce Hughes, you know, all your friends. That's where I met her. That's where I met the gang. Yeah. I think
Joyce is on here somewhere.
that's like one of the first places I ever taught at too. So I was like very intimidated because all these like big name quilters were there. I'm like, oh, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing here. It worked out, you know, it's fine.
You have come a
I'm
long way.
until I make it kind of person, you know.
You have come a long way. You have worked hard, and I'm very proud of you. I really am.
Thank you, Fred.
I can say I knew you when.
Yeah, maybe, sure. Yeah. Scary,
Now-
scary stuff.
You didn't find that picture, did you?
No, you know what? I looked
Oh.
for it. Last time I was on the show, not on the show, when I was a guest, not a guest, a participant.
She threatened me.
I didn't threaten you. No, I think that's wrong. Maybe I did. But I thought I had an incriminating photo of it would basically, if you can just picture Linda wandering around at 6 a.m. with her nightgown, like on the campus of Mount St. Mary's College. That was it.
Did I have my Viking helmet on?
No, this was in the morning. No,
Oh.
this was put away. No, but yeah, I do recall that also in the evening.
Out your bathrobe.
Oh my gosh.
You made me get rid of that one.
Yeah, I did.
Aw.
I had this, it was my dad's. And you know, everybody
Oh, I didn't know
has
that.
a nasty old bathrobe that you just can't throw away. It's like horrible. And Deb would get really mad, especially if we were going somewhere together and I had this cruddy blue plaid bathrobe. I called it my Tony Soprano bathrobe. And I walked around everywhere with it. And I took it with me. And she finally bought me a new one.
Aw.
Just throw that out.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
You did? Okay, good.
I got another different cruddy one.
Because you know what people do? They put those things into t-shirt quilts.
Yeah.
This
Or
one.
make a teddy bear out of it or
Or a
something.
teddy bear, right? So you'll have it for always.
Yeah.
I just finished making a t-shirt quilt. Well, not finished. I mean, I've just finished making a top, like a t-shirt quilt top. My husband has been asking me literally for 10 years for one. And so finally, I just finally had the time. It took a pandemic, but I got it done. So that's off with the quilters right now too. Those are a beast. I'm not gonna try to quilt that one.
So we're excited to see you at Road to California.
Yes, me
You are.
too. Definitely.
And you guys can register at Road to California. You go into the website and you can search for Heather's name. You can also search for me.
You can search
You-
for all of us.
All of us. Yeah. And we have Joyce Hughes, Patty Carey, and there's a whole bunch of previous guests teaching at Road this year.
Linda packed the faculty with all her friends, I think, this year, right?
Well, that's where I got all the guests. That's why we're taking a break for Christmas, because I got to make new friends.
I don't
For Christmas, I'm going to
believe
make some new
that.
friends.
I don't believe that.
No. So hang in there, Heather.
I'm
And let me-
hanging for sure. I need to find something I wanted to give you all. Is it this one? No.
I'm going to take you off Spotlight for a minute.
Take me off spotlight for a second. I got to
Okay, well, she's
look
looking
for
for
something
that.
real quick because I was going to give you my contact information, but I need to pop over and do something real quick. Is it right
Okay.
here?
I hope you guys noticed I wore makeup today.
Ah,
We won't say what I didn't wear, but I did wear makeup today. Anyway, coming up for us is the last class of the year for me. Celtic interlaces, I have enough kits for 2 more spots. And you make the knots independently, and you can take them and put them around the collar of a shirt or a hem of a skirt on a tote bag. So you can do a lot of stuff with them. The other thing I'm going to do in December is a lecture. It's a professional development lecture, and it's going to talk to you about teaching. Jill, you're a sucker. I love you. It's a professional development lecture, and it talks about teaching. I'm also doing this at Road to California, and on Road to California, I'm doing 2 different New York beauty classes. The famous crabs. I will give you crabs. Not the itchy kind, but I will give you crabs. And you'll even get a button that you can wear that says, I got crabs from Linda Hahn. I know you want that. So you go on to Road to California, and you can register for classes from many of our past guests, besides just me. So next week is our Be Thankful broadcast. And it is our last broadcast for the year because we are going to take some time off for the holidays. We have a book due, a manuscript due that we have to work on. And quite honestly, nobody really wants to come on during the holidays in December. So we're going to take a break with that and get rescheduled for January. So if you would like to say something, you could say it to one of our guests, you could say it to Deb or I or whatever. If you would like to be on the schedule to say something, please let me know, because we're going to send out an invitation to all of our past guests from when we started, and they could come on and they will tell you what they've done since they've been on. So we have to get the schedule. Like Patty Carey, you should let me know if you're available next week, that you can tell us about what you've done. And I know some of the girls on here that have been coming regular, Siobhan and Denise and Jill. They're all just gonna, pop on and let us know, if they've learned something. And Deb and I appreciate you guys coming every week. We really do. So that means we're getting down to they are not coming to take me away, though they should. That means it's door prize time. And when we do our door prizes, we have a whole bunch of door prizes. We love to give away door prizes. First of all, we need your cameras on. So all you people down here at the end, I know Kathy might be working, Karen's iPhone, Cindy, Rose, Ellen, we know Mom. We got Mom on here, Rebecca, Sandy, Mary Alice. We want your cameras on. Your camera needs to be on for the door prize, so I can see what you're drinking and we can harass you. So cameras on for the door prizes. Kathy Farrar, you need to get a new, put that on your Christmas list. Okay. So, Joyce, are you still here? Where's Joyce?
I'm here.
Joyce, you're here?
Yes.
Would you be Banyan and Stevie will be Quilt Woman?
Sure.
Okay, looks like we got 2 screens. Okay, do one on each screen.
Okay.
Joyce Hughes is going to be choosing the door prizes from Banyan Boutiques. If you don't know, I said it when we started, Banyan Boutiques is one of our sponsors, and Banyan Boutiques is also who puts out the fabric that I'm designing. And my most recent collection is available in the stores now. It's called Carnival, and there's 2 more in the works. So Joyce, do it.
Okay. Ruth Rubus. And the first,
I'm here.
Members.
I'm here.
Find her, Deb. There you are. Hi, Ruth.
Yay.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? Are
I'm
you
doing
excited?
great.
You're
I'm
gonna
glad to
get
hear
some
my
nice
name called.
boutiques?
Again?
Make sure your email is in the chat. But first, we got to see what you're drinking. You know the drill. What do you got there? What is that?
You lost screws.
That looks alcoholic.
Well, it's not. It's iced tea.
All right. Siobhan's giving you a double. Siobhan.
It's home brewed. It's home brewed. It's not bottled.
What about the second screen here? The second screen's pretty quiet.
okay, I'll go on the second screen. You want second screen now?
Second screen, yeah, the second, wait, we gotta give Ruth her. We can't not give you your buzzer.
Next time I'll have something special.
Okay, yeah, next time for the last one, you should have something special. All right,
Okay.
Joyce, do it.
Terry on Galaxy Tab S2.
Oh, look, she's excited. We got somebody who's excited. Hi, Terry. Is this your first time? No, you've been here before? 5 times. Oh my God, you like us. You know the drill. Unmute yourself.
Mute.
There we go. Hi, thank you. Uh-oh.
Hello. Have you learned something? Did you enjoy?
Yeah. Yes, I liked everything I've watched so far. I missed one, maybe, I think I missed 2 of your things total. I have coffee and Kahlua in here.
Oh.
And Kahlua. Okay, let's see what they say.
Yeah.
You get up. First screen is all thumbs up. There we go. There we go.
Yay, thank you. Cheers.
Good job. Put your email in the chat. Stevie, you're up.
Okie doke. Am I page 1 or page
Thank
2?
you. Thank you.
1 or 2?
Whatever one you want to do. It's Quote Woman.
Nope, she just got one. Now I got to get back there. Okay. Elizabeth Berger.
Elizabeth Berger. Deb, can you find her?
Yeah, here I am.
There you are. There you are. Hello.
Hello.
Is this your first time?
It is my first time.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. I hope you'll come back.
All right.
We just want to make an hour of fun and goofiness to help people stop thinking about COVID for an hour.
I like it.
We're trying. So we're gonna be nice. But what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Earl Grey tea.
All right. Let me check. All right, you're getting several thumbs up. Good. Connie, good. Connie, is that an okay or a 0? It's okay?
Saying Okay.
Connie, I think I need to work your arms a little better. You got a lot of thumbs up for that.
All right, I like it. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Gentle. All right, that was nice.
Put your email in the chat. And that was a free downloadable pattern from one of our sponsors, quotewoman.com. And you'll get an email with instructions to go to their website and you can choose whatever pattern you would like on
Okay.
their website. Hey, Deb.
Yeah. I'm up.
You're up.
Okay, let's see. Marlene Demke.
Oh, I was just looking at her.
Yeah.
Hi, Marlene.
Hi, this is my first time and I don't have anything to drink.
Well,
I didn't know.
welcome. We're going to give you a pass.
Okay, thank you.
We're going to give you a pass. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I get emails from Heather. That's how I found out. Because I was in a workshop of hers. But Linda, I was in your workshop when you were at Naples Quilt Guild a year or two ago.
Oh my God, did you have a good time? I love that guild.
Yeah, I got to do my crabby quilts still though.
Oh, so you're not completely crabbed out.
No, not yet.
Okay, no button for you. No button for you. So that means you're not drinking anything.
Not today.
Okay, she has nothing. That means Siobhan, that's nothing. Nothing. No, that way. Right. Make sure you put your email in the chat. My
Okay, will do.
turn. All right.
Thank
Shake
you.
your glass. Get me to pick you. Entice me. Tease me. Got some waving. Oh, look at all of them waving. There's a lot of coffee cups.
Yep.
Oh, I get excited with my buzzer. Okay. This is Liz. Hey, Liz. Hang on. Unmute yourself. Hi, Liz. You won a door prize.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Is this your first time?
Yes, it is.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. You won one of our downloadable patterns. Retail value is $10. Put your email in the chat. But before you do that, what do you got in your glass?
English breakfast tea.
I'm not even going to that first screen. Jill, I'm breaking your thumbs. Aren't your arms tired after today? Beth, ay. All right. I am overruled. Okay. Now, Heather, thank you for coming, Liz.
Thank you.
Come next week. We're gonna have a lot of fun next week.
I will now that I know about it.
Okay. Back to me. All right. Now, Heather.
Yes.
Can you find Heather, please? Heather has a bunch of door prizes.
I have 5 patterns to give away.
5 patterns.
But also, though, if you scroll up in the chat, I put a PDF in there that has my contact information. It'll just be from me, and you can click on it. It's how you get in touch with me. Also, I have a little bribe in there. If you sign up for any of my Road to California classes, you can email me your receipt, and I'll send you a free pattern. How about that?
Wow.
So Think about that.
Or you're gonna make me look bad.
Well, you can do it too. It's not my,
Maybe I'll do something
I
next
don't have to be the only one. So anyway, yeah, so do that. Also on that sheet, I have a little Etsy store with my patterns, and there is a 20% discount off the entire store with the code SOWHAT20. And that information is on the PDF, but it's my Etsy store. It's Heather Kojan Quilts. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna try the screen sharing one more time if I can. I don't know if it's gonna work. Whoops. Let me try it. What? So just so you can see that real quick, and then I'll give away some prizes if that's okay. This one.
I'm gonna have to entice you.
I know. So there's my Road to California
Look at
quilts. Whoops. So there's all my Road to California classes, so you can see them all at once, and you can take them all. They're all at different times. And so here's the bribe. Sign up for any of my classes at Road to California, and I will send you my modern spools mini quilt. And this is my Etsy shop. Oh, that's the wrong code. You use So What 20. Well, I didn't know I was going to do this. I didn't know I was going to share, but that's how you get to the store. It's Etsy Heather Kojan Quilts. It's on the PDF though. I made it right on the PDF. So just go to the PDF and you can shop for 20% off. It's good through Sunday. So not forever, just through Sunday. All right. Anyway, I'm going to give away 5 of these.
Okay. So you want to entice Heather to pick you. You got to turn around anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So I got to put on gallery view, right? Okay, cool. All right. Now?
Yes.
Turn around and close your eyes.
Beth Wilder.
Beth Wilder. Oh my goodness. Hi, Beth. You're muted. I know. You're saying a lot. We can't hear you.
There. Okay. I was trying to unmute. Well, thank you so much. This is thrilling.
Hey.
Yeah, but you know what you got to show us.
Oh, well, this is mine and Siobhan's favorite tea. It's Thai Fu. It's very strong black tea. So, but look, I have it in my Niagara Falls cup.
That don't do it.
Well, now, come on.
And look at Siobhan. Siobhan is Siobhan.
Has she got her
you're
thumbs
partial. Partial to
She
that.
She knows it's great tea.
What about everybody else? Send me some.
Okay, I'd be happy to. I've got loads of it.
All right. Everybody's giving you a
Thumbs up.
ding dong. Saturday. Remind me.
What, on Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing a class on Saturday.
I've got all my pieces cut. I'm good to go.
Okay, just remind me. Evan,
Okay.
do it.
Ready? Okay. I got to go back to gallery view again. Okay. Ready? Oh, wait. Okay. Hey, Garen. Garen's a winner.
There she is.
Garen, I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you?
I know. Good. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see ya.
Oh, we're gonna play at Road to California.
Woo! Can we do it in California though?
Oh, I would prefer.
Yeah, let's just like rent a room in a hotel and pretend we're there.
I'm there. I'm in.
Rent a room. You know what that sounds like?
You know, honestly, I share more hotel rooms with girlfriends than I do with my husband, and that is the truth.
It's true.
When you travel and you teach at quilt shows, and sometimes you share rooms with other teachers, or you just go on quilt trips with your friends. Honestly, there's probably 3 or 4 girls on this chat today that I've slept with.
A room with Debbie and a room with Joyce. That's about it.
That's all right. You know what? You got to find your people. You got to find who's compatible, with your sleeping habits.
Nobody wants the room cold for some reason.
Oh, see, you and I would get along. I like it really
like menopausal. Come on.
All right. Well, you know what? We'll try. Maybe you and I will try it. We'll do a trial run.
Bring wine.
Heck yes. Okay.
All right, Garen, what do you got?
I have coffee with maybe just a little bit of Tia Maria.
Ooh.
All right, let's see what they say. What's our judges? And a thumbs up. Kim, Connie's giving me a thumbs up. Colleen, Beth, Stevie, Siobhan's giving you a double.
It's good stuff.
Patty gave you one on the whatever that is. What is that? A reaction. Patty gave you a reaction. Okay. Okay, that's 2. 2 or 3.
That was 2. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Barbara Tourney.
Siobhan, don't get excited yet.
I'm here.
Hang on. Barbara, where are you?
I'm here.
She was on my second page. There she is.
Did you find her?
Yeah, she's up.
She sure did.
Can't find her.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Uh-oh. What's in that
I
hand?
know. I always have wine, but today I just have some water. Haven't been
All right.
feeling good.
I know Siobhan, I'm not even going to your screen. Jill, you're just, Kim, yeah, down, Kim. Okay, I'm overruling.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Put your email in the chat.
Okay.
Okay, 2 more. Ready?
Yep.
This is so weird. I just pointed at Barbara again. Hang on. Hold on. She moved. She wasn't there last time. Hold on. Ruth Rembus.
No, she won already. Pick somebody else.
Golly. Okay, hold on. All right,
Ruth, we love you. We
let
wanna
me
make-
shake things up.
Who got a picture?
Kate.
Ruth Ann Arts. You got a picture?
Kate.
That looks like a picture.
Okay, Kate.
You didn't win. Don't get excited. Who?
Kate.
Kate. I don't know if it's Fraker or Fracker.
Kate. Who's
Fraker.
been
Kate Fraker.
hiding from Zumba.
Unmute.
Wait a minute. Unmute yourself there, Kate.
There. You know, Wednesday, a lot of times I have to work, and Monday I slept in. It was a whole bottle of wine Sunday night by myself. What can I say?
Atta girl.
Oh, I'm up there.
Cheers, Kate. I picked the right gal.
I'm out there. Kate is one of my Zumba girls. And I know you're working, so I'm going to give you a pass.
Well, no, I'm off work now.
Yeah.
So I happen to have a little coffee, and it's also got Kahlua.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm overruling.
There we go. Thank you, guys. And this is such a great show. I love it.
Make sure you put your email so we can find you.
I will do that.
And just a quick FYI, I do teach Zumba on Monday and Wednesday. Mondays is Zumba and Wednesdays is Zumba toning for quilters.
Cool.
And tell me I'm easy to follow.
Like that.
If it's new, yeah, Connie, put your thumb up now. Yeah, and Denise. Yeah, now I'm watching you. Don't listen to them if they whine on Wednesday that their arms hurt because they're lying. But you use the same meeting information, the same sign-in information. these are the keys to my kingdom. It's free. I give you modifications for the moves. It gets you up and moving. It's quilters from all over the country. Jill Patterson's, she's on here now. She's from California. Denise is from Michigan. Connie's from Arizona. So we got them all from all over the country. And we've been doing this since March, twice a week. So, Denise, yes, I work you to the bone. So everybody's welcome. It is free. And the more you come, the more you learn the routines and you learn my cues. So please join us on Monday. You can even come and listen to the music because I got a really good playlist. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Heather.
Okay,
Do it.
last one. Last one. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Connie.
Connie.
Connie, I just have a first name, Connie.
That's Connie, that's you.
There's Connie, right
I
there.
just lost her.
No, there she is.
There you go.
Thank you.
Hi, Connie. How's your arms?
Well, I can feel them. They're there.
Okay.
But it'll get better. It always does.
Okay. Make sure you drinking anything today?
Well, I'm on antibiotics, so I'm just having some. It's kind of a grape drink, because I can't have anything right now until I finish my.
That's when you got to drink something. Make sure you put your email in the chat so that we have you and we can get that to Heather.
And thank you, Heather. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for
Heather,
coming.
I love Heather. So next week, like I said, we're going to send out an email to all our past guests, and we're going to invite them to come back on and tell us what they've done since they've been on. Because we have 20, maybe 30 guests. What do you think, Deb?
That doesn't give me much time, Linda.
No, it doesn't. So do something this week. Stop drinking your wine and do something this week.
All right.
So we're gonna send an invite and let them know that they're welcome to come back, and we'll schedule them. And anybody who would like to say something, please let me know, and we can put you in the schedule, and that will help us plan out our time. Karen's phone. You can get on our email list 2 ways. froghollowdesigns.com. Put that in the chat. And we have a dedicated So What Zoomcast Facebook page. And whoops. Okay, disregard what I just put up there. I missed an S. Here we go. The right one is the second one. We have a dedicated So What Facebook page, and we're going to put all our guest information so that if you would like to get one of Heather's patterns or any of our guest stuff, or contact them and invite them to your guild or your group, you can contact them, and we also will put everything up on our dedicated YouTube channel. So does anybody have any questions? No?
Well, good.
No, just checking everybody. Okay, thank you all for coming. We'll see you next week at 3 o'clock. And yeah. Okay. Thank you, Jill.
Thank you all. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. We'll see you all next week. Heather, you rocked it.
See ya. See you.